Yes, actually, I'm connected from my cell phone.
Oh, okay. I understand. Perfect. This is Eileen from the Human Rights Commission. Can I confirm that you are representing the Alfred Nzo municipality?
Yes, I'm from Alfredo, but Mr. Tubola, our legal services, and the MM are supposed to join the meeting too.
And they haven't yet been, they've not joined yet? They are
I
not with
think
you.
they are busy connecting. If
Okay, would you like us to give you 5 minutes? Let's give them 5 minutes and
yes,
then we'll
please.
revert.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks.
Can we check whether the representatives from Alfred Nzo have now all joined? We have a tight afternoon, so we want to make sure that we utilize all. Nothing yet? Okay, let's give 2 more minutes, otherwise we'll just proceed with the next participants in the meantime. All right, can we check again whether all the participants that are required from Alfred Nzo are online? Good afternoon. Can I confirm whether all the representatives from the Alfred Nzo District Municipality are online and ready to present? Can you kindly unmute yourself and indicate whether all the presenters are ready? Let's just check whether those two will be the ones who will be presenting. Otherwise, we will go to the next participants. Colleagues from the municipality, can you confirm that you are the ones who will represent the Alfred Nzo District Municipality, or are we still waiting for another participant? We are unable to hear you.
Good day to everyone. My name is Mcebisi Dubula, Manager Legal Services at Alfred Nzo District Municipality, and I'm going with Mr. Mtutyana, Manager Water Service Authority. We are waiting the municipal manager to join us. He is the one who will be doing a presentation.
All right. Thank you so much. So in the
But
meantime,
if the municipal manager is not coming, I think in the meantime, Mr. Mtutyana will assist us with the presentation.
okay,
Thank you very much.
we would very much like the municipal manager to make the representation. And so in the meantime, while you do wait for him to join, we will be going to the next participants. Please keep us posted in the chat box to just see. Are we being joined now by the MM?
Yes, we will be joined by the MM. I think he must be trying to connect because we're not in the same place, but he has the link. I will just check him.
I've already joined Mr. Tubu.
All right, perfect. MM, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. I think let's get right into it. My name is Eileen. I'm from the Human Rights Commission in the Eastern Cape. And we are discussing and we're participating today in the inquiry into roads infrastructure within the province. I'm going to hand you over to Commissioner Thuli, who will proceed with administering the oath, and then we will get right stuck into your presentation. Thanks so much.
Good morning.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon to the team from Alfred Nzo. Good afternoon, MM and your team.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Commissioner Ntuli, as indicated by Dr. Carter, the Provincial Manager of the Human Rights Commission in the Eastern Cape. I am also joined by Dr. Fobosi, who is a fellow panelist, and together we form the panel for this inquiry. I am going to kindly ask you to turn on your video, MM, for purposes of administrative processes. MM? Thank you very much, MM. We are able to see you. Please check if you have any objections to taking the oath this afternoon.
I have no objection, Commissioner.
Thank you very much. Will you be making the submission and will you be any of your colleagues?
I will be supported by Mr. Mtutyana. I believe they are part of this.
Thank you very much. Then, in that case, we will swear all of you in. Can I confirm whether you have any objections to taking the oath this afternoon?
Good afternoon, Commissioner. I confirm that I have no objection in taking the oath.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dubula. I will also ask you to please switch on your video. MM, do you have any objections to taking the oath this afternoon?
I don't have an objection, Commissioner. I'm losing Mtutiana.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mtuchiana. MM. And then kindly read the institution that you represent as well as the position that you occupy. We'll start with yourself.
Thanks, Commissioner. My name is Zamila in the Eastern Cape. Thanks, Honorable Commissioner.
Mr. Dubula, you are muted, sir.
Oh, yes.
And state, so help me God. We'll start with yourself, MM. Thereafter, Mr. Mtu. Mr. Dubula.
Let me just open up the presentation that our executive mayor, after receiving the inquiry into poor road infrastructure that was sought by the Human Rights Commission into Alfredo matters in the province. We had, I think Mr. Dubula has been interacting with the Human Rights Commissioner and the representatives thereof to inquire fully as to what was it that was expected from us as the district. There were 2 points that we raised. One was that in terms of the mandate, Alfredo does not have a mandate on road construction. That kind of response with regards to that particular matter. The letter which was addressed on the 1st of November to Dr. E. Carter was referring to the correspondence that we received on the 24th of October, which really Alfredo was in a bit of a catch-22, because we were wondering that as Alfredo, we are charged with functions which exclude road, which is a matter that was raised in the actual inquiry. We deal with water, sanitation, emergency services, and the like. And we felt really that we were hamstrung. However, whilst we gave citation to section 155(1)(c) of the Constitution, which establishes Alfredo as a Category C municipality, and Schedule 5, Part B of the Constitution that provides as to what is it in terms of functions that Alfredo performs. So we felt as that maybe the correspondence was more directed to look at our local municipalities that were performing the function. However, we felt that it's also important to give a note that some of the areas that were involved in, as the district in particular, to support municipalities, is that we have an agreement or an arrangement that the court, who has assigned us as Alfredo municipality to deal with issues of I think we deal with issues of the system where we take stock of the roads that cut across the district. So we deal with the road networks servicing the areas of all municipalities in the district, which then we look at the ends of the roads, whether the roads are paved roads, unpaved roads, and tarred roads in terms of whatever conditions they may be, as in terms of those different categories. But the maintenance of the actual, who are the main custodians or mandated institutions to deal with them, for us is just to know the system that road so and so is not in a good standard. Road so and so is paved. We determine technical needs which are to be determined, and also determine financial requirements for the roads that we have to manage in terms of the system. So basically, that is the arrangement that, as the Alfredo, we presenting our understanding of what was the expectation of the Human Rights Commission. But on our side, wanted a disclaimer that we are really not the ones that are charged or mandated by the Constitution to fulfill that kind of an obligation. We tried here to bring in all the local municipalities so that they can give us what is it that is the conditions of their roads, and what is it that they have planned in terms of attending to such roads. And I believe those are the key issues that Mr. Mtukiana, as engineers and persons able to make such voluminous and unpacking such information, they will be able to talk on the level of service for each road and the implementation has been identified for those specific roads. For us, that for me as a preamble, I wanted to pitch at that level. Mr. Dubula is my legal manager who provided interpretation in terms of the inquiry to say that we have to provide this kind of detail to the Human Rights Commission. I don't know whether we are allowed to present on behalf of local municipalities. They will be the ones that are charged with giving the detail in terms of what is it that they have done in response to their implementation strategies on those specific roads. Maybe, Honorable Commissioner, can I pause and allow Mr. Dubula, who is my legal manager, just to chip in and create maybe that kind of understanding from the side of the district and the legal interpretation. I had requested him earlier to come closer to check with the commissioners as to what is it that must be presented in precise terms. Maybe that is what I would seek him to provide clarity to at this point in time. And with your indulgence, request Mr. Dubula to chip in and assist me in that regard. Thanks, Honorable Commissioner.
Thank you, MM. Then your colleague can come in.
Mr. Mtukiana, and somebody, Mr. Dubula, joining up. Can you get in terms of the understanding of the road management system and other factors for now?
Thanks, MM. Yes, you are correct, MM. As Alfredo, we are only responsible for the program, the system, the web-based system, in terms of doing the assessments of roads across the districts, and then we plot those roads on the system together with the furniture, meaning that how many, what is the length of rural roads, the paved ones, what is the status of those rural roads, and then we also did what we call the profit strategy. We did that for them to check the lifespan of the profits that are there within the district, as to check that is there enough sabunge within a local municipality to service those roads as per the maintenance plans that we're doing for the LMs. When we do the assessment, we'll give a condition and then we'll tell them as to how much it will cost to do maintenance on those roads. Yeah, that's what we were doing with this under this RAMS program. And then we take the plan, we forward it to the National Department in Pretoria, and then they would approve that RAMS plan. And then after they've approved it, and then we'll do the assessment as per the approved RAMS plan. That's what we do. You are correct, MM. I just wanted to add on that, MM. Thanks.
My has disappeared on the list, Mr. Mtukiana. I don't know where is Mr. Dubula, because he has been our feet and and legs on this matter in preparation for this exercise. So I'm not sure because he's the one that has been interacting with the Human Rights Commission to get more clarity as to what is expected when we come to this platform today. Can we check Mr. Mtujana on the site, maybe his network?
Okay.
Let me say for now, that is how far we have made an interpretation. I'm skeptical here to get into Mr. Mtujana detailing each road as they have it on the plan, because we made submissions of all the annexures of the roads and the plans per local municipality within the district. Now, we could not extract that information to say in simple terms, this is what is obtaining in Matatiel, in Winimatikiza Mandela, in Umzimbu, and in Tabankulu. Then each municipality is charged with the responsibility of rolling out that plan. So in terms of rollouts, those are issues that there are some are work in progress, some have been completed, and all the other aspects. I saw Mr. Tubula getting in terms of the being accepted back. Maybe they can be able to chip in before we hand over to yourselves. Mr. Tubula.
Yes, I did. MM is trying to reconnect.
Hello is the one who's supposed to present for us.
Yes, he's trying to connect. There is a load shedding in our main offices. In Mount Elif, there is a load shedding currently. That's why you are having problems. I'm out of the office myself. I'm using a cell phone.
Are we able to get him to use a cell phone as well?
I did suggest to him that.
Yeah, the network. My laptop could not connect. I used my cell phone, so I was trying to call him. It does not pick up. When I tried to call him, I will request him to use his cell phone at least, because the network is not assisting.
Noting the difficulties you are having, I'm being requested by the provincial manager that we perhaps should give you the opportunity to attend to the connectivity challenges that you are having. In the meantime, and in the interest of time, we will take the next group, which is Chris Hani, and we will then take yourself thereafter, which will be in the next 45 minutes to an hour or so. Will that be okay, MM?
Commissioner, thanks so much. I think for the benefit of all, let's respect the time and accept what you have just acknowledged, and accept that we must come in after Chris and Eve. Then also maybe the network at the time will be in our favor.
Okay.
Can we then adjourn? We'll be notified if we are going to join earlier, but we will take now. Maybe can you give us the actual time to reconnect? Maybe 4 o'clock.
We will
Now it's
ask.
3 o'clock.
We will ask our technical team to liaise with you directly
to confirm.
to confirm the time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's adjourn from our side.
Thank you very much. You will remain under oath until such a time that we do engage
Yes.
again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Exit, Mr. Tukana, Mr. Tubula. We'll talk about it.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you? Well, I'm very well. We will wait for your colleagues. Is it all three of you? Yes. Okay. No, welcome. I am Commissioner Nduli. I'm the chair of this inquiry. I'm joined by Dr. Kata on my right-hand side and Dr. Fobosi on my left. And together we constitute the panel for this inquiry. I'd like to welcome all of you. Before we begin, I would like to give you the opportunity to indicate if you have any objections to taking the oath this morning. Please speak to the microphone.
Commissioner, we do not have any objection to take an oath.
Do you speak for your colleagues as well?
Yes, indeed, Commissioner.
Thank you very much. Then, having indicated as such, maybe we can just, if that other colleague is also going to be speaking, maybe he can come closer to the table. Oh, but I see the camera has captured him, so it's fine. Can I ask you then to all stand so that we can administer the oath? May you please read your full name, surname, institution that you represent, as well as the position that you occupy for the record, please.
Commissioner, my name is Tobani Mashi. I am the municipal manager of Krizani Tishi Municipality. Thank you.
Afternoon, Commissioner. My name is Moses Shasha, the technical director for Krizani District Municipality. Thank you.
Good day, colleagues. My name is Temba Spampul. I'm the senior manager, supply chain.
Thank you very much. Having indicated no objections to taking the oath, do you all swear that the evidence you shall give this afternoon will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, kindly raise your right hand and individually to the microphone state, "So help me God."
So help me God.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you so much. You are duly sworn in. You may be seated. You will have about 20 to 30 minutes to offer us your presentation in line with the questions that would have been put to you per invitation or notice to this inquiry. And thereafter, the panel will engage with you. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. Commissioner, on the 24th of October, we received correspondence from the Commission with 10 sets of questions, of which as the municipality we have attempted to respond to those 10 sets of questions. Our presentation today will be based in those 10 questions. We will be providing answers to those 10 questions. However, Commissioner, I think it will be proper for me to indicate that we are from the Tshiri municipality, whose mandate is to provide water and sanitation services to the community of Tshiri municipality. I must also indicate as well that as a district we have a responsibility to provide support to the local municipalities that are operating in the space of Tshiri municipality. I must also indicate as well that we are the champion of a district development model in the district. I'm sharing that information, Commissioner, deliberately because some of the questions they relate to the functions that we're expected to perform as the district municipality. The first question, Commissioner, that was raised, we're required to present a comprehensive assessment of the current condition of roads in the district. I must indicate, Commissioner, that on annual basis we do receive a conditional grant by the name of Rural Road Asset Maintenance, where we're expected as a district to assess the state of infrastructure roads in the district. We do conduct that particular function. In the previous financial year, we spent 100% of that conditional grant. We were given, the state of our infrastructure roads in the district. I just want to zoom in, Commissioner, to the 3 roads that were raised as a concern. Is the asset road leading to Zigudu community in Kofimbaba. This is the road that is under the local municipality called Inzikayetu in Kofimbaba. We conducted an assessment in this. The condition of this road, it is not in good shape. However, the local municipality, because this road is under the local municipality, they are currently attending to the condition of this road. Then the second access road, Commissioner, is R351 in Gwaju. This is a provincial road. Then the third one is R61, a road between Gala and Ngoga. This one is also a provincial road. I must indicate, Commission, that the condition of these 3 roads are not in good shape. However, in our engagement with the relevant sector department, that is the Department of Transport, this matter is receiving the attention, even though in some there's no actual work that is currently taking place. Then the second question, Commissioner, it's in what ways does the condition of the roads within the district affect the accessibility of vital services? I must indicate, Commissioner, that the state of roads in the district, they do affect the accessibility of basic services because the communities were utilizing these roads, to get, access to some services, more especially in the urban areas. They're battling to travel, more especially during rainy seasons. It is the problem. We solicited, Commissioner, this information from our interactions with the communities. When we interact with communities, even the local municipalities, we have IGR structures and the DDM forums where, such, challenges were flighted. I must also indicate, Commissioner, that what made the situation to be bad are the disasters, that is the floods disasters, that ravaged and attacked the district in the previous financial year. Then the third question, we're required to present the details regarding the budget allocation for roads infrastructure within the district. One can confirm, Commissioner, that in the conditional grants, that is the MIG allocation that the local municipalities are receiving, there are provisions for, repairs, to those roads. And I must also indicate as well that even the Department of Transport in the province, they've made provisions, to fix some roads. I must also indicate as well that as a district, we facilitated and assisted the local municipalities to submit applications that relates to disaster grants, so that the local municipalities are able to address and fix, these roads. Such applications were submitted and they were approved. Some tranches of the disaster grants were received, even though it was just a small portion that was released to the local municipalities. Question number 4 relates to what specific challenges does the district encounter concerning roads infrastructure, and what proactive strategies have been implemented effectively to address this issue. The vehicles used for water provision are being repaired frequently, because we also battle to deliver water to some areas because of the condition of roads. One of the challenge, an increase in the repairs and maintenance budget for the vehicles. Water schemes are also being affected due to unavailability of, access to these roads. What mechanism does the district employ to strengthen oversight, responsibility to ensure good governance and sound financial management? And how does the aforementioned oversight impact roads infrastructure? As I've indicated, Commissioner, we have a responsibility to convene the technical IGRs, the political IGRs, the DDM sessions, where in all those sessions we share the best practices. We provide technical support. In some instances, we provide financial support to local municipalities. But we also ensure that we come up with an integrated plan that leads to the integrated approach in dealing with these problems as the stakeholders that are operating in the space of the district. When I'm talking about stakeholders, I'm talking about the sector departments, of which in this case, the relevant sector department is Department of Roads, that is Department of Transport in the province and the local municipality. So we do convene those sessions on quarterly basis. We do provide support to each other in the district. How are the district service delivery oversight or insight into supply chain management, audit processes, and financial performance metrics? Explain how these factors contribute to condition of roads infrastructure. As I've indicated, we share the best practices to ensure that there's a sound financial management in all the municipalities operating in the district, including the proper and effective and efficient supply chain management processes and policies in the district. How are the district service delivery oversight and monitoring outreaches impacted by the condition of roads infrastructure? I think as I've indicated in the previous question, we are able to conduct an oversight as there are alternative means employed to be able to reach to all communities. Could you please outline the challenges faced by the district in the past 3 financial years and describe how the district has mitigated those? One of the problems that we were confronted with in the past 3 years as the district and local municipalities in the district is the low revenue collection. It's a challenge that we confronted with. With the low revenue collection, the vandalism of infrastructure, backlog of infrastructure, and the disasters that one has alluded to. Overview of the industries or sectors that contribute to economic development of the district. Please elaborate on how the condition of the roads within the district has affected these industries. There are businesses that operate in the space of Chris Hani District Municipality, more especially in the area of Ikofimvaba, where there's a dairy in Ngocha area. In the previous month, we received a complaint from those people or businesses that operate in that space, indicating that accessibility to that by their creditors and suppliers is a challenge because of the road, between, that area and the urban space. So that condition is a problem. But we then facilitated a session with the Department of Transport, where in that session there was a commitment from the Department of Transport to attend to that route. So in a nutshell, I must indicate that the business operations, the economic development of the district is being affected by the condition of roads. The last question that we attempted to provide an answer to, have there been any pending or resolved litigation matters against your district related to poor roads condition? And if so, could you provide some insights in these cases? I must indicate, Commissioner, that with regards to the roads, there were no pending litigations. I will pause there. I think that was the last question, Commissioner, and thank you.
No, thank you very much, MM, for that. Do you have that presentation in writing?
Yes, Commissioner, it is in writing, and we attempted to share it with the gentleman next door.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, and were you successful?
No, not yet, but we made indication to him that we do have the presentation. Also made indication that he's going to link it to the software.
To the screen.
To the screen, yes.
Okay. No, thank you very much, ma'am. I will hand over to Dr. Fobosi for any questions.
Right, thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, MM and your team. Very much appreciated for the opportunity to hear your presentation. And what I want to start off with is we know that Chris Hani municipality is one of the municipalities that was recently affected by the floods, right? Most recently, and it was very bad because that affected, attendance to schools, access to healthcare, and other services. What I'm interested in, please share with the Commission. How did you respond to that, to those conditions, and how did you support communities? Was there, how much did you use to support communities? Can you please provide some background in that regard, because that speaks directly to the issues of lack of access to basic services for the communities. And if you can just please provide more information on the grant that you referred to. How much is allocated for the grant in the current financial year? And also, what were the targets? What was the money spent for? If you can please provide more details on that. And what has been achieved. And also, lastly, what is the state of paved and unpaved roads in the municipality? Is there any unpaved roads there? I'll stop there. Thank you.
You may respond, MM.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Doc, for your questions. Doc, you correct. Indeed, Chris was affected, severely by floods. I think that incident happened 9 months back, if my memory serves me well. I must indicate that the district is still bleeding from that. The intervention measures that the district came up with, one, we declared the disaster as the district. The motive behind that was to mobilize, help and resources that can be utilized to remedy the situation. We played a leading role in mobilizing, resources, more especially for those, communities that were affected. But the community that was affected most, it was the community of Mkijima local municipality, where about 220 people were affected. I must also indicate as well that even in other local municipalities, that is in AB, Kuma, Emalahleni, the roads were washed away, there. In responding to that, we convened various sessions with all the relevant stakeholders in the district. Sahrc, the Department of Roads and Transport in the province, the Office of the Premier. We also consolidated, the available resources, that is the yellow fleet that we have in the district to attend to this, situation. That's the intervention, because some of the roads were blocked. It was very difficult for the community even to walk. So we had to come up with those, measures. But the long-term, measure, that we came up with, after the declaration of disaster, we submitted, funding application for the disaster to the provincial and national. I must indicate, Doc, that we did receive, some funding in that regard. However, I do not have the specific figures. I don't want to mislead the Commission. But on the side of Chris municipality, we received, I think it was 17 million. We received a confirmation a month ago that we'll also receive an amount of 27 million as a Chris municipality. But I must also indicate as well that from the local municipalities, there's also an initial payment that was made, but I have to confirm the figures because in our technical IGR session, where we interact with the local municipalities, we do get, such information and statistics, because we also want to monitor and ensure that the monies that we received, we spend them accordingly. We don't experience a problem whereby the monies, they return back to the fiscus. But I don't have the figures. We'll try to check the figures so that we confirm them before we leave. But those are the measures that we implemented. With regards to the, the state of paved roads in the district, I must indicate that we're still far in that regard, even though, there are roads that are paved. But that is the direction that we're intending to take as a district. We're in a process of procuring 2 paving bricks machines. We're intending to manufacture, some bricks. In Sahrc local municipality, they do have a paving brick machine. We are supporting them to start producing paving bricks so that we're able to pave all the roads, because it is easy to maintain, the roads that are paved. But we're still far in that regard. But that's the direction that we're taking as the district. I think I'll pause there for now.
Dr. Carter?
Thank you, Commissioner. I think we might have to request a lot of further information from you in the form of a written submission, because we would like to see, as you've indicated, that you play a role in the collection of data of what the roads infrastructure within your district looks like. And we've also heard from previous participants that you don't have that implementation role perhaps, but you are sitting with all of the data. You have been funded by the RAMS project to collect that data. And my understanding is that you were provided with that data, or your service provider got that data. Am I correct?
Yes, Commissioner, we do have that information.
All right.
Yes.
So that data for us is very important, and if you can provide us with that, because it's a tool, so it would be readily available to you to provide to us. So I think that is my first maybe comment to make, to say that you in fact do play a very large oversight role, because you are sitting with the information of all of the local municipalities. You are empowered to have this overview, and you're able to give it to us. But in view of that, I'm concerned that we are receiving responses to an extent that, like in Kofimfaba, that the local municipality is currently attending to the road. But in some, your following up comment was, in some instances, no actual work has been taking place. This is for me concerning, because I do feel that we might be giving district municipalities a little bit of an easy ride, because yours is to support the actual implementation of plans as well, not just providing plans. And if I'm correct in terms of the Local Government and the Municipal Structures Act, you also have a responsibility to promote, if I'm incorrect, tourism within your district. Now, you are pointing out, and the previous participants also pointed out, that because we don't have roads, we are not pulling revenue as we can, because tourists are not coming. They simply can't reach these areas, specifically in your municipality as well. So although we are very quick to say the roads issue is perhaps a local municipality implementation issue, as an oversight, as a support structure in district, you have other roles to play which feeds into this. And mine would be to ask, what are you doing, say for collection of data, to ensure that there's follow-ups, and not just be the conduit of information from transport to local municipalities, but to actively engage with these municipalities to say, your mandate also includes economic development, to support economic development. Now, you've mentioned here today, you've spoken about the dairy farms. We've had testimony here before the Commission under oath about the dairy farms struggling to gain investment, to get their produce out, to make money for this province, and to push back into the development of this province, simply because of the roads. So, yes, road infrastructure maintenance rollout might be provincial road for Department of Transport, local municipalities for the access roads, etc. But yours is sitting in terms of economic development support, tourism development support, and the oversight. So I would like to hear you on that. That's number one. Then number two, do you have information available on how many of your local municipalities have their own yellow fleets? And if not, why they don't have their own yellow fleets? That's it from my side. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. Commissioner, I think let me welcome the questions and the comments from the Commission. I must indicate, Commissioner, that Commissioner is correct. We, as the municipality, expected to play a leading role in the economic development. I must indicate, Commissioner, that as the district municipality, we do play that particular role. We have developed an agency called Krizani Development Agency, whose sole mandate is to champion local economic development in the district. In the past 12 months, we convened a successful investment summit where we invited investors outside the district, outside the province, and those that are residing within Krizani, the province, and international as well. I must indicate that those investors that were there committed an amount of 1.2 billion, as the amount that will be invested in the district. Currently, we are, joining the provincial team. Most especially the Premier, when he goes out and engage investors outside the country. As far as the tourism is concerned, we are also there as the Krizani municipality. We do have heritage and the tourism routes that we've identified. We have, supported financially those businesses that are in the tourism, space. We have an association called Charter. It is an association of, those small businesses that are in the tourism and hospitality in the district. So we are very active in that regard. We are also doing that in collaboration with the local municipalities as well, because as a district we don't have, physical land. So we have to work hand in hand with the local municipalities. With regard to the yellow fleet, one can confirm that indeed the local municipalities in the Chris Hani territory, they do have yellow fleets. Even though you'll find that some, they will have yellow fleet that is not in good state. As the district municipality, currently we are establishing a motor mechanic unit where we are intending to repair all the vehicles, more especially the yellow fleet, for the local municipalities, the district, the sector departments that are operating in the space. It is one of the innovation projects that we've just started. So far, we've established a factory in the common industrial park as a space where we'll be operating. We are currently busy with the recruitment, the approach that we're using. We've identified, those experienced motor mechanics who are in the location, who do not have formal qualifications. We have also engaged Mersita as well, so that those experienced and knowledgeable mechanics who are in the location, they get RPL, recognition of prior learning, so that when they, attend or engage in these motor mechanic activities, those cars, they don't lose values and the insurance get affected. So we want to fix all our yellow fleet and other, fleet that we have in the district. I must also reflect on the oversight. I think, as I've indicated, Commissioner, we do have a vibrant and an active DMAFO, that is the District Mayors Forum, where all the DDM partners or parties, they sit, converge and engage strategic operational issues that talks to the service delivery. The mayors of the district, the municipal managers, sometimes the MSCs, the sector departments that are in the district, they converge under that platform where we share the best strategies and the approach that we can use to accelerate service delivery. We also have the technical IGR structures that are vibrant. The last one that we had, we can avail information in that regard. It said, I think it was 2 weeks back, forum of all the technocrats, the directors from the sector departments, the municipalities, the NGOs, etc. Where in the main we deal, operationally and strategically with service delivery problems in that platform. So we do play an oversight as the district. The challenge that we have, I think, as a district, is a common problem in the district and the locals, is the low revenue collection. You'll find that we are battling to, be hands-on in terms of, implementing, the solutions, practically, because they need resources. But we have since developed a revenue enhancement strategy as the district. We've also assisted the local municipalities as well to develop the same strategy. If I can just share in passing, the district municipality is being owed an amount of 2.5 billion by the water and the sanitation services consumers. That one alone, it has got a negative impact in the revenue collection of the municipality. If the municipality can receive, let's say 50% of that 2.4 billion, I think we'll be able to even have some of the technical problems that we have alluded to. We will be able to support without fail, the local municipalities in our space. But we are trying with the little revenue that we have. A year ago, we assisted Inokim Kejima to construct, through paving bricks, one of the roads that was very bad. That is the Bells Road. If you can go to Command, you'll see that was done by, Chris Hani, this municipality, even though it is not our competence, but we took it upon ourselves to actually construct using our own resources, that road. In lending, the data from REMS, we make sure that we share that with the municipality. In our session, we also hold the municipality accountable. We even demand them to show and indicate to us that the roads that are in bad condition, they form part of their integrated development plans. They form part of their STBIPs. But the common problem that comes from them is that we can't provide for everything because we don't have enough monies. But if you go to MIG, we do provide progressively, but they can't budget for everything that is in the REMS report. But we do share that REMS report, and we make sure that when they conduct their IDPs, that is their plans, they do provide for all the roads that have been identified as treated as the bad roads. But we, as I've indicated, we do assist by actually fixing the problems at some point, but due to budgetary constraints, we don't fix all the roads that are being classified as bad in our REMS report. We will avail the REMS report. I think it's one of the reports that will also avail as well. It's here. This is the report that we have. Yes, we'll share it with you, Commissioner. Thank you.
Just a quick follow-up from my side. I'm just looking at your 2022-23 district operational plan, and I just want to read here for you. The district currently has a road network of 400 kilometers of surfaced roads, which is collapsing as it requires rehabilitation, and 7,853 kilometers of gravel road, with 80% that is on extremely poor condition. So this is your document here. And why I'm reading this to you is I want you to indicate whether you agree with me that I'm extremely encouraged by the level of investment that you've indicated in terms of business and development. But will you agree with me that no business that cannot get its produce to the end user will sustainably invest where they cannot make use of the roads infrastructure? Will you agree with me that without a proper roads infrastructure, that investment might not happen? If we look at your own admission here that from the 400 kilometers of surface roads, it is collapsing, and 7,853, 80% thereof, which is in extremely poor condition. And why I'm making that comment is we've heard that the Eastern Cape, in fact, is a gold mine for investment. And we are so encouraged because we have, Commissioner Tuli has indicated previously as well, we serve the same client, ourselves and you. And we're rooting for this province. But if we don't look at the root causes of why these investments are not coming and how we are urgently addressing them, we are blowing into the wind. And I want to hear from you, MM. Do you agree with me that without addressing this road infrastructure issue as a matter of urgency, that investment which you have very successfully obtained may not be sustainable?
Thank you so much, Commissioner. Commissioner, I think as I've indicated, as a district, working tirelessly to ensure that investors are cautioned of these difficulties. I made mention of the Ngocha dairy, because it's one of the, business that gets affected by the, bad state of roads. But as a district, we intervened in that regard, as I've indicated. As we speak, the Department of Roads and Transport, they're attending to that one. However, I fully agree with you that the bad state of roads have a negative impact on the investment development. I can, and other factors as well. The energy provision, that is electricity supply, crime, and other, matters. But, the state of roads, do matter, I must indicate.
No, thank you very much, MM. Just on this 2.5 billion, what are your plans for revenue collection? in light of the socio-economic challenges of your district?
Commissioner, the plans that we are implementing as a district in trying to recover that 2.5 billion, the split of that, you'll find that about 70% of that is households. 20% is businesses and also government departments as well, because those are 3 categories. But those that are leading are households, whom you'll find that, the half of them are indigent. It's people who are working at that particular time but not working. The measures that we are implementing in place, one, we've introduced a temper-free smart meter, where, its focus is on businesses and government departments. We are also engaging robustly on the debt collection, where we are disconnecting. But unfortunately, the Constitution prohibits us in disconnecting for households, but for businesses and sector departments, we're engaging in that exercise of disconnection. But we also have challenges as far as disconnection is concerned. If you take sector departments, for example, you find that the Department of Health and Department of Education were leading. Where you'll find that you can't go and disconnect schools, to access to water. You can't go and disconnect clinics and hospitals. There are those problems, but we're engaging. We have written a number of letters to the HODs, provincial and national, requesting them to honor this. The political head, that is the mayor, wrote to the HOD, to the MECs, and other, ministers and national. So there are those robust engagement between, SHDM and these, sector departments. We are also engaging in a process of, writing off, the portion of this, debt, more especially for the indigent households. However, the challenge that we have, is to get a credible indigent register. You'll say, this household is indigent. Auditor General will come at the end of the financial year and say, no, our records shows that, this person is not an indigent, etc. But that's an exercise that we're engaging, on. However, in the long run, the local economic development is the solution. Hence, we'll find that as a district, we're engaging in these economic development projects. We've identified Common Industrial Park. We are reviving Common Industrial Park. We're reviving firms. In that area, inviting investors to come and invest there. We have identified catalytic projects in the district. We believe that, by engaging in such initiatives, we'll be able to create job opportunities, that is, employment opportunities, so that the revenue base, of the district improves. When one talks about the revenue base, I'm talking about the situation whereby I find that the majority of community members in the district, they wake up and go to work, and then at the end they get, income. If that happens, we believe that they'll be able to pay for the municipal services that they're receiving. So hence, it is important for us to resuscitate and revive, those industries that are in Komani and other areas. Hence, it is important for us as well to make sure that, those key catalytic projects, that is the mining at Iliteni, the charcoal project in AP Kuma, the sugar beet in Kretok. I'm talking about the local municipalities. The support of, the irrigation schemes in Ngocha, in Sigayetu, and Emalahleni, those catalytic projects, they become active, because those are big projects with the potential of creating, job opportunities, and that will lead to the improve of lives of ordinary people in the district. But that's a long-term plan that we're engaging on as a district to turn around and change this situation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, MM. And then, are you able to confirm how much money you received in this financial year on your RAMS grant?
Thank you so much, Commissioner. Over a period of 3 years, it's 9 million.
You received 9 million?
9 million over the period of 3 years.
Okay. And are you conducting the RAMS work on your own, or have you contracted it out?
There's a service provider that is assisting us, working together with our technical team from Technical Services.
Okay. No, thank you. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. That then brings us to the end of our engagement with you. I see there's a follow-up question from Dr. Fobosi, so we'll take that.
Thank you, Commissioner. When I asked a question about the status of paved and unpaved roads, you indicated that you're still far regarding the paved roads. And now, in my mind, I'm asking how far in terms of numbers. Can you please just provide that information? Thank you.
Thank you so much. According to the RAMS report that we'll be sharing with you, Commissioner, the gravel roads that we need to pave is 2,961 kilometers. That's the target that we confronted with. The paved ones is 393 kilometers to date. That is why I'm saying we're still far, because if you're talking about the target of 2.9, yet we are at 393, it's an indication that there's still a long way that we have to walk. Thank you.
Thank you, MM. We've come to the end of our engagement with yourself. I'd like to thank you very much for your time this afternoon, and to thank your colleagues as well. It is indeed quite a challenging environment and situation under which you are working. We are pleased to hear all of the attempts that you are making, and we remain concerned about the challenges. We will rely on you to then submit the outstanding documents as agreed upon. But for now, we want to thank you and we wish you a good afternoon. You may be adjourned.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. We'll leave the document with the gentleman. We'll just take the information from the laptop.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Commissioner.
Then let us return Dr. Carter to our Tambo. I'd just like a 1 minute bathroom break, and then our Tambo, while our Tambo is set up.
Hello, can we proceed? Next up is OR Tambo, and I am advised that we are being joined online by OR Tambo. Can you confirm that we are being joined by OR Tambo Municipality, District Municipality, the participants online?
Good afternoon. I'm Thokozile Sokanyile, the Deputy Mayor in OR Tambo. I'm with the Municipal Manager, Mr. Basil Masse, and the Office of the Executive Mayor is represented by the PA. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deputy Mayor MM. My name is Eileen. I'm from the Human Rights Commission in the province, and we are currently with day 4 of our inquiry into roads infrastructure. I'm going to hand you over to Commissioner Tuli to administer the oath and for further administrative arrangements, whereafter we're going to go straight into your presentation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Deputy Mayor.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon and good afternoon to the MM. Welcome to yourselves to this inquiry into road infrastructure in the Eastern Cape Province. We appreciate your availability. I am joined in the panel by Dr. Kata as well as Dr. Fobosi. Together we make up the panel for this afternoon, and we will be engaging with yourself. Before we begin, Deputy Mayor, may I ask you, as well as your team, to please switch on your microphone, your videos. I see the MM, I believe, has switched on the video, but I don't see the Deputy Mayor, and I think it was the PA to the Mayor.
Can I come in, ma'am?
Yes, you may, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. Good afternoon to everyone in the meeting. Maybe the Deputy Mayor has got a challenge. We kind of having a challenge with network, you know. I see MM was in, but I don't see him at the moment. I am immediately awaiting the office of the Executive Mayor. I can see now the Deputy Executive Mayor. I think we see her on the camera, on the video. Then we are expecting the municipality to be part of this meeting. I know that there is a lady, the technical manager, that has been delegated. I think she will explain everything, what is happening with their leadership. Thanks, Chair. I wanted to indicate that. Thanks.
No, thank you very much, sir. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Then perhaps, Deputy Mayor, before we begin, can you please just list the full list of your delegation for us? You are muted.
Can you just repeat? Yes, I'm muted. Am I clear?
Yes, you are now clear.
Yes, I was requesting that. Can you please repeat the question again?
Please list your full delegation, please.
Okay. I'm Thokozile Sokanyile. I'm the Deputy Mayor. Then I'm with the Municipal Manager, Mr. Masse. Then the Office of the Executive Mayor is represented by Mr. Daweti. We are the 3 people. And then we're expecting Inguza, local municipality, even though the technical service manager, you have just interrogated her or questioned him, then I don't know who is being represented by now.
Okay.
So that delegation from Okayamo, thank you.
Okay, no, thank you. Can the delegation from Muza please identify themselves if they are here? DM, it seems that it will be yourselves from our Tambo at this moment. Before we begin, please unmute yourself when you speak, Deputy Mayor.
Okay, sorry. The questions that were referred to us, they were with regard to Inguza local municipality. That's why we extended the invite to Inguza to be part.
I see. And who will be making the presentation this afternoon?
It was going to be Inguza local municipality.
So since they are absent and you are present, how do you suggest that we should go about this engagement?
Because I cannot do the report on behalf of Inguza. Because now I thought the Inguza was going to give the report because the issues that were raised, they were with regard to Inguza local municipality.
Yes. So how do we propose a way forward since they are not here?
Can you give us 5 minutes so that I interact with the mayor of Inguza? Just 5 minutes. I'm requesting that. Then we'll resume again.
Okay.
If you can allow me.
We have another witness, so perhaps let us give you about 30 minutes to sort the team out while we take another witness.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
DM, we appreciate that. Then you are excused for now until you return with the Ngoza local municipality. Thank you, DM. You may switch off your video and the technical team will be in touch with you. In the meantime, then...
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
In the meantime, Dr.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Carter. Then I hand over to you.
Thank you, Commissioner. We are joined by our next participants, Taxi Association, and can I just get an indication whether they are online and whether they can hear us and whether they would like to proceed by just showing us that they are present. There we go. I'm unable to read the name right there, but good afternoon, sir. My name is Eileen. I'm from the Human Rights Commission in the Eastern Cape. I'm going to hand you over to Commissioner Ntuli, where you will just introduce yourself as well as your constituency who you are currently representing, and she will then proceed to administer the oath. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, sir. Ninjan. Uyangizwa?
Mulweni mama, ndiyabulisa ngokwemininzi.
Hayi, siyabulisa nathi.
Sorry mama.
Uyangizwa?
Okay. Okay, uthetha nolezo January, ewe mama.
Bhuti, ngaphambi kokuba siqale,
mama,
ngicela uphinde igama lakho nesibongo.
Ndingulizo January. Este.
Mr. January, uprefer ukuthi sikhulume ngesintu or sikhulume ngesingisi?
Masikhulume ngesintu mama.
Siyabonga baba. Sizocela ke uNotolika asitolikele mawukhuluma. Igama tata nguCommissioner Ntuli. Ngihamba noDokotela uDr. Khatha. Ngihambe futhi noDokotela uDr. Fobosi. Ithina ipaneli yalomcimbi esihleli phe kwawo. Ngaphambi kokuthi siqale baba January, ngicela senze isifungo. Ungaba nenkinga yokwenza isifungo?
Okay mama. Okay mama.
Ungaba nayo inkinga yokwenza isifungo baba January?
Anginayo.
Siyabonga baba. Njengoba ke ungenayo ingxaki yokwenza isifungo, ngicela ukubuza ukuthi lo bufakazi ozobuthula namhlanje buyiqiniso and buyilo lonke iqiniso. Uma kunjalo ngicela uphakamise isandla sakho sokudla bese uthi inkosi ingisize.
Isiphakamisile mama, inkosi mayincede uba ngithethe inyaniso, ngithethe inyaniso zonke.
Siyabonga baba January. Baba January, sicela ke ukukupha nje imizuzu engamashumi amabili ukuba uthele ubufakazi bakho. Emva kwaloko ipaneli izo zama ukuthi ikubuze imibuzo ngobufakazi bakho. Ngicela ke ngicela ukudedela izintambo kuwena baba January.
Okay mama.
Baba January,
mama.
Ngaphambi kokuthi uqale ngoba sinoNotolika, ngicela ukhulume umlinda Tolike, uphinde ukhulume umlinda Tolike.
Okay mama.
Siyabonga ke. Usuka qala.
Okay, mna mama ngizawuthetha ngendlela esasibhale incwadi ngo-2021 sasicele association le yethu kaWuta ukuba masincedise kuba ke ngoku sithutha ke ngoku umphakathi.
I'm going to speak on the state of the road. We had written a letter to Wuta Taxi Association to help us as we transport the community.
Okay. It's 12, 548, 549. Sasicela Graveling. Yaqhubeka ukwenza iGraveling ngexesha la uRhulumente ngaphambili 1990. So uRhulumente wedemocracy azange silungiselelwe kanjani. Xa kuba imosha west imoto izikilo zinakuhamba.
The road was last maintained by the old government, by the pre-democratic government. It is in such a bad state. He had mentioned a number of roads, but he keeps cutting, so I didn't hear all the roads he mentioned.
Oko ke sasilindile ke eso sicelo sethu kulonyaka baye benza i-blading. Le blading abayenzile ke ngoku kwezinye indawo bapetsha and then kwezinye indawo benza i-graveling kodwa kwezinye indawo bangayigaleli kulo blading enjalo. Ngoku njengoba ke ngoku benze imvula ziyafika, i-culvert pipes azifakwanga.
They came this year and did some grading on the road, and some were patched, but some it was not completely done.
Njengoba bebeyenza le ndlela bebeyenza kungekho kungafanga ziculvert nje imvula zinetha ziyimosha kube ngathi ke akange xesha kwenziwa nje ngoba ke ngoku akho zipipe ezifakiwe and then ke ngoku zingafaka izipipe ezizawube zibladile zangagalelwa ivele yalusa indlela ivele ubona uba imka west ke ngoba ke ngoku ayisagadekanga ngelo xesha
When they came
ihamba
to,
imoto igadekile iblading ivele yenza
when they came to do the roads, they didn't put any drainage systems. So now that there is no drainage, when the rains come, the roads get washed away. So even though they had graded the road before, it's now it's back to square one. Kobatat.
izinto ekwakuthenjiswe ngazo kuba kuzafakwa izinto ezazithenjisiwe kuba kuzafakwa i-gabions kuzafakwa ama-guardrails hayi ezo nto azenzekanga kwakunelitye elalwele ecango kwendlela elivala indlela apho iimoto zifike zindana sasicelile lwelitye nalo mali isuswe alikasuswa ke nangoku.
The things that they had promised that they would do to fix the road have not been done as yet. They, for example, who had asked for a huge stone to be removed on the road, they still have not removed that. It's still there.
So ngoku ezindlela ke ngoku indlela inhle ingasenzela ke ngoku kube lula ukusa abantu ezibhedlele ukuthutha abantwana bezikolo abantu ezikliniki kodwa ke ngoku le bebegqiba kuyenza ngoku njengoba ngithi imvula ke ngoku imosheka wesingathi kudlalwa ngemali singathi bebeyenziwa kungafaka yonke imaterial form ayifakwe so that indlela izokwazi ukulasta ixesha eli ufika imvula ikhazule ndlela imoshe yonke negcino lokwenziwa athi kudlalwa nje nemali.
If the roads could be fixed, would be able to transport people to the essential services like going to clinics, hospitals and schools. And if they were to be able to, if they could fix it properly, it would not go back to being the way it was before, like it has happened right now after the rains had come.
Ngokwesicelo sethu esasicelile apha ke ngoku ngandlela yonke mayiqalwe phansi ngoba yaphela igravel ngobona ke ngoku benze ezo ndawo bapetsha apho benza phana naphaya ekugqiba eshinjana.
They will like to ask for the road. They would like to ask for the road to be done from scratch as it has gone back to the way it was. I would now ask my counterpart to come in.
Ngicela ukubuza ngoku ugqawami nizamfuna umfungise naye mazaphinde aqhubekele.
Bangaka abanye abazokhuluma babu January?
By 3.
By 3. Bekuzosiza ukuba sibafungise nonke ngesikhathi esisodwa. Kodwa akunankinga ngoba ubufakazi benu bobalekile. Ngicela uphinde ungivulele ivideo futhi.
Okay. So uthi nizabafungisa nabo?
Yebo baba.
Ukayi babe sebethetha nje.
Hayi asibafungise. Ngicela
molweni bazali bami emva kwemini nje.
Molo bhuti ninjani?
Mama. Siphilile Nkosi akhonto ninjani nina?
Siphilile. Ngicela usiphe igama nesibongo nala ophuma khona kanye nozakwenu kanjalo.
Ngihlala kwilali zakuma silapha kwisebe lezothutho noteksi ukutsho
kulomhlaba walapha eStakespruit. Wow.
Siyabonga tata. Uza kwenu yena?
Mama,
Uza kwenu naye ngicela azibike.
Sawubona mama, enjoy.
Sanibona baba.
Awungiboni? Yebo ma.
Sicela igama nesibongo baba nala uphuma khona.
Ukhuluma noAndile kaMbhobho, ngiphuma kule lali ihlala uMr Janyawari, lo gqiba owandulelwa ngutata usandula ukuphuma.
Siyabonga. Ngicela ukubuza ukuthi ninenkinga ngokuthatha isifungo namhlanje?
Anginaki inkinga mina.
Uza kwenu?
Phinde mangwana.
Uza kwenu naye akanankinga.
Uza kwethi lo naye akanankinga na.
Niya
mama andinayo ingxaki yokunikeza.
niyafunga ukuthi ubufakazi enizobuthula namuhla buyiqiniso, buyilo lonke iqiniso. Uma kunjalo ngicela niphakamise isandla sokudla nithi inkosi ingisize.
NgobusobukaThixo.
Siyabonga, siyabonga. Hayi seningaqhubeka ke nithule ubufakazi benu.
Ngithatha ngokweportfolio ndikunobhala wombutho kaWuta. Ndilandele ileta ebibhalwe ngabahlali abaphansi kwe-Taxi Association becela uncedo uba masibancede indlela zalapha eStakespruit ezingekho mgangathweni.
I'm the secretary of the Huta Taxi Association. I'm speaking on the letter that was written by the community to the association, asking them to help the community with regards to the roads that are in a poor state in the area of Sahrc.
Mama sihlala ezilalini nabantu abadala apho inkonzo zikahulumente wethu
Uyakhatha tata, andivanga ba inkonzo zikarhulumente zitheni tata?
azikhawulezi kufika eluntwini.
He says they live in the rural areas with elderly people and government services are not quick to come to the area. Qhuba tata.
Hlala nabantu abadala iambulance zingelakwazi fikelela xa sicela uncedo ngenxa yobubi bendlela.
Ambulances are not able to access the areas because of the poor state of the roads. Ungaqhuba tata.
Sizibona singamaxhoba ngokuba i-police station zethu i-pick up asikhawulezi kufika ngenxa yobubi bendlela
We see ourselves as victims of crime because the SAPS is not able to access the area because of the poor state of the roads.
Abantwana abafiki ngethuba esikolweni ngenxa yobubi bendlela.
Our kids are not able to get to schools on time because of the bad states of the road.
Loo nto itsho ke ngoku kwa bemoto ngoba urhulumente wethu uye wathi masihlukane nokulayisha abantu ezivenini, masithenge iikhwantam. Ezi khwantam esizithengileyo ke azimelani nelantitye akasibeke kulo.
Government does not allow us to transport people in vans. As a result, they asked us to get quantums, but quantums are not able to pass through the bad state of, because of the bad state of the roads. They are not able to drive their quantum taxis there.
Izithembiso zokuba sizawulungiselelwa indlela iminyaka le siye sibaboneke xa bephithizela kuba bengenzi zona bekwalambisa.
Promises have been made for years, but to date they have not been fulfilled.
Thina singabahlali baseStakeSpread sizibona iphondo lingakhange lasikhathalela. Asizazi into yoba siwela kweliphi icala, kodwa mhla befuna ivoti bazawusazi ukuba singabantu.
As the people of Sahrc, we feel that the provincial government does not care about us, but when election time comes, they will know that we are people or human beings.
Ayiyo ndlela yodwa esikhala ngayo. Izikolo zivandalize ezibhedlele azikho mgangathweni. Nditsho kwayona na ibhedi yamapolisa neambulance yabantu bama-paramedic ayikho mgangathweni ngoba indlela ehamba kuzo ayikho ntle. Itsho ke ngoku le nto isibethe kwezoqoqosho.
It is not only just roads that we complain of. Our schools are vandalized. Hospitals and EMS are not up to standard.
Siphakama ngokuzithoba ngokucela uncedo lento yokuba egunyeni lokuba masilungiselelwe kwanto efanele uba mayilungiswe e-Eastern Cape. As from 1994 sikhala ngendlela, sikhala ngamanzi.
We humbly ask for assistance. As from 1994, we've been complaining about the state of our roads and non-access to water.
Xa singancedwa ngezi zinto zimbini ezisemqoka sizawutsho sizifumane sikhululekile.
We would be very happy if we would be assisted with these two most important things, that is the state of the roads and access to water.
Xa kunetha imvula
when it,
amanzi kuba lusizi xa kunetha imvula amanzi endleleni avula amadonga iquantum ingakwazi ukuwela umntana wesikolo angayi esikolweni.
When it rains, dongas are created on the roads. As a result, quantums are not able to pass through, and school children are not able to go to school.
Kulusizi kuthi sizimfama ezijongileyo.
It is quite a bad state of affairs. We are like blind people who can see.
Ngokuza kwethu apha ngethemba loba sizawuncedeka. Mandinikeze kuxolo.
By coming here, we have hope that we'll be helped. Ungathetha bhuti.
Yebo ke ma ndikwanguye uMr Mbobe. Ikhona enye ingxaki bese sayifumana siye senzelwa ibhlorho ngamajoni up ku-2022.
In 2020.
Le bhlorho ke iye yasala imaterial kahulumeni phaa ininzi.
Sorry, but ngicela uyiphindele ibhlorho ye yathini ngo-2022?
Siye ndithi mama siye senzelwa ibhlorho kwenye khona phaya kwindlela yaseNdofela ngakwikliniki yaseNdofela isakhiwa ngamajoni le bhlorho.
A bridge was built in 2022 by soldiers in the Ndofela area.
Immaterial yasa.
There was some material left over from the bridge construction.
Into ezifana nosamente necrastone nesanti kanjalo ziye zasa.
Things like cement, crushed stone, and sand were left over from the bridge construction.
Ezo zinto ke ezifana nosamente ziye zathuthwa ligosa elisebenzela public works.
Those things were taken by an official from public.
Lithatha le material liyolungisa ama-build wazo into akazekhile edolophini.
He took those materials to go fix some buildings in town.
Kwaye kwathiwa ke sifothe ke xa sibona into ezibumila bunjalo eze-corruption sifotile ke kwabakhulu ababaphethe.
Ndicela uyiphinde bhuti le ndawo yokugqibela niye nathini xa nibona i-corruption?
Kezo ezilayisha imaterial sanika aba bakwa-road and public works sabanikezela ukungqina uba lo mntu utshontsha impahla karhulumente ayithatha ayoyisa ebantwini ayifake emzini wakhe.
Yes, he's complaining that this public works official stole this material, so he alleges corruption.
Lo mntu lo ke sibona kwimali zakhe uhleli phansi icase asiyazi ukuthi iphelele kuphi.
We do not know where the case regarding this official and is still pending. They don't know whether it was finalized or not.
Sibona ke ku-useless ukuthi masichazele uhulumeni i-corruption eyenzekayo, gqibe uhulumeni angathathi manyathelo bakhuselane phaya umuntu mosha i-property kahulumeni bona bamkhusele bambeke as umuntu right.
As a result, we feel it is useless to report any corruption to the government if nothing is going to be done about it.
Sicela ke uncedo elikhulu elinendlela zethu zihamba phezulu kwamawa ezitabeni zifuna la macence alapha emacaleni kungathi singafakelwa ke wona ukuthi noko noba kwenzeka ntoni imoto zingatshoni emaweni yimbi indlela sihamba kuyo iphezulu kwamawa.
Our roads drive through the mountains. We ask that if we could also get rails on the sides of the road, they would feel safer to drive in such areas.
Ngicabanga ukuthi noko mandishe kanjalo ma ezinye sobe sizibone manizama ukusisiza. Enkosi.
I will stop there for now.
Siyabonga bobhuti bethu ukuthi nithathe isikhathi nibe nathi. Siyazi ukuthi njengabantu abasebenza ngamatekisi ningabantu ababhizi kakhulu. Asibonge kakhulu ukuthi nime emsebenzini nibone ukubaleka kwalomsebenzi esiwenzayo. Sibonga kakhulu. Sibonge futhi nesibindi enibe naso sokuthi nizosibikela izinkinga nezingqinamba enhlangana bezana nazo emsebenzini wenu, nendaba yokuthi imigwaqo imthelela omngakanani ekuthenini isebenze kahle niphilisane nabantu. Ngizonika ithuba ke udokotela uFobosi ukuthi abuze imibuzo. Unemibuzo nje emibili azonibuza yona noma emithathu. Dokotela.
Thank you, Commissioner. Mandizibulisele nam kunibahlekazi. Imibuzo nje emibini emithathu. Kokuqala ngoku beniqala uthe intoba kukho ileta eyayibhalwe yi-community ngengxaki enidibana nazo ezendlela. Ingaba le leta yayi-adresswe kubani? Ikhona impendulo nanayifumanayo kuloo nto? Okwesibini, ungasixelela ngendlela ububi bendlela uba ngaba bunichaphazela njani kushishino lwenu, ingakumbi ekwenzeni imali, ngaba liyatshona ishishini. Okokugqibela, kumntu uba ngaba kwi-association yenu ukhona otransport abantwana esikolweni okwi-scholar transport, ingaba xa engakwaziyo abantwaneni ukusa abantwana esikolweni ngenxa yendlela uba amanzi kwendlela okanye uye enze njani kule ngxaki yendlela ikhoyo? Ndiyabulela, enkosi.
Enkosi ke tata. Uthi phendula ke ngoku. Ileta esasiyibhalile sivune ngayo sacela umse Sahrc kuba yena enabo ubuxhakaxhaka bale mihla into ezifuni wayithumela ke ngoku kwa-transport apho wayithumela khona ke ngoku nguye ngomuntu ebekesincedisa ke ngoku ngenxa ezifuni.
The letter was addressed to the Department of Transport and it was sent to the Department of Transport. We had asked a lady who's able to send via email, I'm assuming, because he said who's able to deal with technology. So the lady sent it to them, to the Department of Transport.
Kulo wendlela uba isichaphazela kanjani umhlekazi wami ivisa kabuhlungu ngoba sihamba endleleni ezimbi ezisilimazela imoto sibe sithutha abantwana besikolo sibe singabhatalwa nangilo transport esibhatala late.
The roads
Nje
damage.
siya-affecteka iifemeli zethu sisengxakini tata kakhulu. Ndingu-Andile Mbobo.
The roads damage, the roads affect us badly because they damage our cars, and also the Department of Transport doesn't pay us properly. They are always late with their payments.
Inhloko mandiphendule umbuzo wesithathu wesikolo. Indlela esithutha aba bantwana besikolo. Urhulumente uphose intswazi xa kegqibile wangazilandeli. Akukho isupervision yemisebenzi akayithumele ebantwini. Abantwana besikolo bafika late ngenxa yayo yobubi bendlela. Imoto zitsho zingabikho semgangathweni ngenxa yayo yobubi bendlela.
The learners arrive at school late because of the bad state of the roads. Also, our cars are damaged because of the bad state of the roads.
Siyabonga. Siyabonga kakhulu bantu bakithi. Sesifike emaphethelweni engagement yethu nani namhlanje. Sigcizelele futhi ekubongeni babu January kanye ne team yakho. Sithi ke asigcine ukuthi sikhulume namhlanje njengoba nje senza i-investigation. Sesibutholile ubufakazi benu, sizoqhubeka ne-investigation, sizonithinta ke njengoba sesiqhubeka size siyophetha sivale i-report yethu. Okwamanje sicela ukunibonga, sinifisele umsebenzi omuhle.
Sibulele mzali wami.
Sibonge. Sibonge kakhulu, nihambe kahle. I'll hand over now to Dr. Carter for our next witness.
Thank you, Commissioner. We are left with the Alfred Nzo District Municipality as well as the OR Tambo District Municipality. May I request that the Alfred Nzo District Municipality indicate their readiness? Can I have a representative from the Alfred Nzo District Municipality indicate their readiness?
Greetings once more, Commissioner. My name is Zamles Kunda, Municipal Manager Alfred Nzo. I'm still waiting for my team, Mr. Tubula and Mr. Mtujana, as we had been initially engaged on the session, and we had to suspend until we get connectivity. Can I get maybe 1 minute for them to log in as well?
We can give you 1 minute, but perhaps I'm just going to check with the OR Tambo District Municipality. Are you ready to proceed? Are the representatives of OR Tambo still here with us? I think this afternoon it looks like...
Yes, and the only one, the Inguza local municipality was trying to connect. I've just sent them the link. Then I will check the others. You can carry on with Alfred. So meanwhile, I'm rounding up then. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, Alfred and Zoe, are you able to proceed?
Let me just confirm with my team. 1 second.
Can we confirm that we can proceed with Alfred and Zoe District Municipality?
Commissioner, I've just phoned one of my team members. They are not, they are still saying they are trying to connect. But as we indicated earlier on, as I had made the presentation, as indicated that the inquiry received mainly specifically focused on municipalities or roads that were outside the Alfred jurisdiction. Some were in Lusiki, some in some other areas, and we indicate again that we had to use our RAMS, road management system, that is a system that we man as the district, that will specifically talk on the issues of the status of roads, as I had initially presented before we experienced network challenges. Mr. Mtujana again, and Mr. Dubula, who is our legal manager, will be giving the legal framework and the other aspects. Mr. Mtujana was going to give a level summary on the condition of road in terms of percentages per local municipality, and provide some form of detail in terms of municipal interventions where necessary in trying to resolve some of the poor infrastructure that relates specifically to roads. And also my submission earlier in terms of us as the district being water services authorities and local municipalities being responsible and mandated by the Constitution to be the ones responsible for road construction and maintenance. So I was just giving that part of the preamble just to accommodate my team when they come in. It's easier for them to hit the ground running. And I'm not sure in terms of their connectivity, what is it that is delaying them? Because Mr. Tubula called me that the platform is now open for us to make a presentation. Now I'm hamstrung in that aspect as to why are they not joining the session.
All right, so we're going to give you 5 minutes. Similarly to the OR Tambo municipality, 5 minutes just to see whether your colleagues will be able to join you, whereafter we will make a resolution in respect of the evidence that is required. Thank you.
Proceed, Honorable Commissioner.
delegation is ready to proceed. I just want to confirm that the delegation will be able to answer all of the questions that were provided in the notice. That does not only include the municipality, the local municipality, which we were informed would be joining. Those would also include general information on the RAMs and the condition of the district roads as a whole. So can I confirm that we will be proceeding on the basis that we will be provided with information as per our notice? May we kindly ask a response from the OR Tambo municipality?
Thank you very much. You were quiet when I was trying to talk. To me, the only report that I thought it was to be presented here, it was about that Mantlanene Road. Then the municipality, as of now, I don't think it will be able to make a report. Hence, I was saying that it will be Inguza because that access road is for Inguza, the Mantlanene in Lusikisiki. Hence, I wanted to get in and request another session as the district so that we make a presentation wholeheartedly. Thank you. I finished, Commissioner.
Thank you, DM. I think from my side it is a bit disappointing, but I'm going to have to defer to the chairperson of the panel because we have had MECs here. We have had full teams who have been able to respond to the notices which looked similar to the notices which was sent to OR Tambo as well as Alfred Nzo. So at this stage, I'm going to defer to the chairperson of the panel to make a ruling on this.
Deputy Mayor, I share the disappointment of Dr. Carter to say that the notice was quite clear and it wasn't limited to one access road in Muza municipality. This, of course, speaks to a larger problem that we are facing, and it begs the question that if a notice can be misinterpreted, how much more some of the work that we need to do in terms of service delivery. We have no choice now, Deputy Mayor, but to grant your request. But we humbly plead with you to please assess the notice once again and then to avail yourself together with the municipal manager of the district to answer the questions as per the notice. If it is your wish to invite any municipal manager of any local municipality under your district, you are at liberty to do so. But noting the challenges that we have had, we are going to request that you avail yourself in person next week for this session, because seemingly having it online is posing some challenges. Can I therefore confirm with you, Deputy Mayor, that you will be able to avail yourself next week together with your MM and any other municipal manager of any local municipality that you wish to invite based on the questions in the notice? DM?
With due respect, Chairperson, I will avail myself. You can give me the date. I thank you very much for that, so that I go and represent the municipality together with the municipal manager to you, Chairperson, and the team, so that we make the presentation as you want it.
Thank you very much, Deputy Mayor. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
The team will liaise with you on the date next week, and then we shall see each other next week
Thank
for
you.
this engagement.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Colleagues, then I think that brings us to the end of our program as it pertains to OR Tambo. I will hand over to the provincial manager. I believe that there might be another group, but we will hear from the team.
Thank you, Commissioner. Alfred and Zo, delegation, are you ready to present? Alfred and Zo, I think we will have to make the same arrangement with your district municipality as well. We are not going to be able to wait the afternoon as the notices were clear in our view, and although we had a little bit of a delay, it seems like the technical issues on your side is preventing us from proceeding. So in our view, Commissioner Ntuli, I'm going to defer again to you for a ruling on this, on the way forward.
I think, Commissioner, I fully agree with the notion that let's be allowed as well to join our Tambo on the date physically, so that we can have no disruptions as we're experiencing technicalities this afternoon. We will avail ourselves. I'll request your indulgence on that, if you can allow us as well to join our Tambo on the day that would be preferred. But we'll make sure that we all go to that particular session. Thanks, Chairperson.
Thank you very much. And then in that case, I think we are agreed that our team will be in contact with you on the date where we will reconvene next week to then receive your submissions on the questions as per the notice. We thank you very much, We understand that you have been available in the time that we have agreed, but you have been let down by your team. So we must recognize that, and we must also thank you very much for your time. With that, the time is now 5 minutes to 5 o'clock, and that brings us to the end of our day today, which is day 4. We will reconvene again tomorrow at we will reconvene tomorrow at 8:30. Thank you very much and have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you so much.